Good afternoon to YouTube. So I'm gonna definitely start to do like any kind of commentary shows over on this channel and just kind of stick to the readings over on the other channel, even though there are some things that I have to go live for on the other channel. I wanted to come and do some commentary on Tiffany Jolene and her it was either an Instagram post or either a blog post about black men. And I just want to say that this has got to be like, I want to like literally pump my fist to this lady. Okay? It is so refreshing to know that there are white women out there and they are saying it out loud to black men to stop being losers. It's fucking refreshing. Like, she made me very proud when I heard about this stuff. She basically told black men to get their shit together. Get their shit together. Stop being disrespectful to black women and strong black women. And to get out of her DM. You know, honestly, they don't take anything serious. Black men don't take anything serious. Look at my cake, y'all. It's pineapple upside down cake with buttercream frosting. They don't take shit serious. They don't take you serious. They don't even take their own fucking kids serious. They don't take life serious. And I'm sorry, like, I know you guys went with the advice of Tupac to where you gotta laugh at all of this, but you can't just laugh at all of it. Okay, because right now we've got people laughing at important shit. You know, just literally not taking it seriously, not taking life seriously. And you see where Tupac is at. Tupac is gone. He's not here anymore. Rest in peace, Tupac Shakur. Okay, I'm not speaking negatively of Tupac. I am just saying. And because it's embarrassing. And you know what? I've noticed that a lot of times black men, for some reason, they think, and sorry about the mess, guys. For some reason, they think that by the shit that they're doing, that they're embarrassing black women, but they're actually embarrassing themselves. For example, Tommy Sotomayor. I have always been a good mom. I ain't never thought about hurting or killing or maiming or cussing out anybody, let alone my children. And, you know, and I see what he's saying about that. Like, I totally fucking see what he's saying about that. I do. In a lot of cases, I kind of agree with him on the behaviors of black people. But where do you think they get it from? They get it from their black fathers. Now, for me, my black father, and he looks more Native American to me. My father doesn't look black at all to me. But my father was always a very peaceful man, okay? Maybe even a little too peaceful. So I don't know about all that hell raising and crazy shit. I don't, you know, I like having a peaceful household. I don't like too much chaos. But even with that situation, it's like they're irrational. Black men can be very, very irrational. And I told you guys, and for some reason, black men were delusional. They were delusional in thinking that white women want them, and they don't. Like, the only thing that I have seen white women do to black men the past year is dog them out, embarrass them. That is the only thing that I have seen white women do to black men, is dog you out and embarrass you. I haven't seen them show you any honor or fucking respect. I haven't seen you show yourself any honor or respect. And, you know, honestly, I'm tired of compromising myself for a black man. I won't ever fucking do that shit, because a lot of them will just consort to stupid shit out of laziness or either ignorance. So, you know, I know that you guys are angry. I know I know this is off topic right now. I just caught the replay of your hangout last night. Is your situation why Don't you rent a car and drive to Missouri to get your girls and then you can take boys? Oh, rational thought. I'm getting that figured out. I'm getting all of that figured out. It'll all come together the way it's supposed to. Okay, we're not talking about that right now. This is the one thing about me is that I just spoke to my daughter on the phone. She's fine. God damn it, my little thing fell out. I just spoke to my daughter on the phone. She's fine. Both of my daughters are fine. But I just don't like the ignorance and the verbal abuse and especially the disrespect, because literally I just sent her and these little heifers $40 to go to the movies. Like, I literally paid for them to go to the movies, and these females called me and was very disrespectful. But that is the environment that they were raised in. Unfortunately, you know, I'm not used to being around my father and my father just flipping out on me and choking me or slapping me. My father never did shit like that. Frankie is the type of man to do that kind of shit. So, yeah, like, unfortunately, that's just the way that some people are used to being. Again, a problem with another black man, a man that just, you know, that wanted to use his children just to make someone miserable. I had my daughters for years, and when he found out that I was coming here to live a better life than Kansas City, because Kansas City is a shitty ass town. It really is. And it's getting worse. There's a lot of people that are now admitting to that, and they're seeing that, and now they want to move. But when I moved 2 years ago, I had to get stalked and chased. But anyway, yeah. So it just sucks that, you know, this is the state of affairs. And I'm going to tell you something. The way I think that black men really need to realize how they look to the rest of the world. And it's not black women that's doing it. People can see you. People see the things that you're doing, and they can make an assessment of the shit that you're doing. And when you're totally irresponsible, when you're totally fucking irresponsible with your kids, and you know what? This is the whole thing. I actually had, I wonder if y'all could see me half naked. I could totally like really, it kind of pissed me off, because the general consensus when you're dealing with a black man is, well, you knew I wasn't responsible anyway. I mean, this is the way black girls feel about their fathers. Like, literally, this is what this young girl said to me yesterday. Not young girl, she's not a young girl anymore, she's grown now, but she's younger than me. This is what she said to me. She said, well, you shouldn't have sent your kids down here. Basically, you know my daddy ain't got no sense. And it's like, so you get to totally throw away, and they get to totally throw away all responsibility because of this, because nobody ever tells them to get their shit together. Nobody ever actually does anything about it. And for me, and you know what? It doesn't work this way. I can see that now, but you make a baby with me, you're going to take care of your baby. You're going to be responsible. And that's just the way that it is. You may have been irresponsible at the age of 14. Yes. See, black people have a problem with condemnation. You know, black people have a problem with, if it's not done completely perfect or systematic, then the whole thing is fucked up. Have y'all noticed that? A black person is more than likely to, let's say that it's a man, right? Let's say it's a man child. Let's say it's a black man child. And that black man child drops out of school at the age of 16 and he gets his GED. A black family is more than likely going to be extremely negative about the fact that he dropped out of school at the age of 16, instead of the fact that he got a GED, went to college, and lived successfully. They're going to continue, because black people are weird like that, man. I've seen them do it. I've seen black people do that shit. You know, condemn you for the rest of your life because you've done this. It's like, well, okay, well, this person is now 17 or 18. It doesn't matter. They're still condemning that person for what they did 10 years ago. This is a serious problem in the black community. You know, it's the negativity. Black people are extremely fucking negative towards each other. How did this happen? Like, I'm wondering if what is it? Like, what the fuck is it? And people that are positive, black people will force them to be negative. Just like me, I am a very, very positive person. For the past couple of years, I've had nothing but black people attacking me like dogs. How do you expect a person to be after that? And it's totally fucking irrational. They're very, very irrational. And I am not like that shit. I have always been intelligent, and I have always wanted the best for myself and my family. So I don't know what the hell. For example, this is another thing I want to tell you. Black people who look negatively at, listen, black people that look negatively at social service programs, but they're on them. Do you realize how stupid that is? Do you realize this is the reason why a lot of black people don't even deserve those social service programs? Section 8, food stamps, all of those things, a normal person would just use those things as a stepping stone. Nobody comes out the gate. None of us was born with a silver spoon in our mouth, okay? If you were born with a silver spoon in your mouth, congratulations. I'm so fucking happy for you. Okay? But if you are a black person that is on these social service programs and you're sitting around sad, I'm a piece of shit because I'm on this. It's like, why don't you appreciate what you have and then just strive for more? And I see this happening with black men. They are all out in social media calling black women Section 8 queens. This is what they do. Even though we know that it's a lot of different races of people that are on Section 8, they point out black women. But it's like, do you not understand? Do you not understand that your own kid would not have a roof over their head? So it's almost like the black man is fucking suicidal. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all are not looking good out there. Y'all not. Black men are not looking good out there. And y'all can sit up here and try to take that shit out on us. Try to take that shit out on the women. But I am gonna fucking tell you, man, a lot of these black men, like, they grew up, and you know what? Instead of them taking that information, moving forward and trying to do better, they stay stuck. I've never fucking understood that. And this is how they keep passing down generational poverty. And you know what? It makes no sense because they don't have to. They don't have to, and they won't teach their kids any different. This is why this is why my daughters are coming home. Even though my daughter, one of my daughters is really, really focused on school. The other one is too. But it's just that ignorance, that ignorant fucking attitude that a lot of black people have. Very codependent on their mama, living with your mama till you in your 30s and 40s when you don't have to. And they will literally try to disable other black people so that they can be codependent as well. So I just think it's really, really fucking sad. And I think that I commend this white woman for what she said. But honey, you are preaching to the choir. Black women have been saying this for the longest. But it just goes to show you that every white woman is not dingy or stupid. Do you understand me? That's an embarrassment. Do you understand that even as a woman, it doesn't matter what race you are, you cannot just placate a fucking bummy loser ass man. You are doing him a disjustice. And yeah, I realize that his parents should have fucking did the job of teaching him better or something. And you know, some women just want a man that sits around and plays Madden all fucking day. But you're realizing, how do you even get stimulating conversation from a person that does that? What are they gonna talk about? What are they gonna do? And that's why I said black men that ain't about shit trying to pursue intelligent black women that are about something, that have the brain capacity to step outside of what they know in their fucking neighborhood. Black men get angry at that. They get so very angry when a black woman is successful and don't want to put up with their ghetto shit. I have had to put up with ghetto shit on YouTube for the longest. These black men hanging on your titty, hanging on your back, fucking with you every single day on your channel. When you going somewhere, when they can see you going somewhere, they will try to stop you. So this is why a lot of black women don't deal with black men at all. At all, on any, not by any stretch of the imagination, because black men will try to pull you down in the sunken place, because they're in the sunken place. Who put them in the sunken place? Not a white person. That's one of the reasons why, you know, I kind of disagree with Get Out, because nobody put them in that sunken place but their own mother. Nobody put them in that sunken place but their own father. And you know what, goddammit? Man, you look, I had every fucking odd against me. And I think this is why Spirit has been showing so much of what's going on with me to everybody, because it doesn't matter what odds you have against you. You can rise above those odds. But these men don't see it. They have no hope. They have abandoned all hope for themselves or anyone else. And you can't be like that, man. You got to get your shit together. I don't like negative people. You know, there's a lot of black men and they like, oh, look at her over there doing them tarot cards and stuff. And when you come and talk about anything intelligent, quantum physics, when you talk about law of attraction, when you talk about karma, these men, the only thing that they know how to do is call you stupid. That's the only thing they know how to do is say, oh, this person is stupid or crazy. That's the one thing black men will say. That's how you can tell that their minds and their brains is mush. They'll say you're either stupid or they'll say that you're crazy. This is the one thing. This is their only rebuttal. This is their only rebuttal. And for some reason, people will accept that. People will accept that explanation. Well, what happened with this? Oh, that person just crazy. Because they're covering. If a man just says the person is just crazy, please believe he's covering something up. Please believe that shit. And I'm sorry, I'm tired of looking at black men become more and more frustrated. I'm tired of seeing them become more and more frustrated. Whoever that is that keeps calling me and texting me, please stop calling me. There's this weird person that keeps calling me and texting me. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you, whoever you are. You're sick. Okay, don't come in my inbox. If I make a hangout and I say, look, I am done with this person, I don't want to talk about this person, don't text me or call me talking about that person. Because that lets me know that you're trying to use that person or use that situation to get energy out of me. Okay, just like that person. If I am dealing with an energy vampire on YouTube, okay, a serious energy vampire, somebody that's been trying to suck me dry for the past couple of years, and I tell you that this person has done significant harm to my family, I'm trying to get this person out of my mind, out of my psyche, and then you call me talking about that person, I'm gonna hang up in your fucking face. Seriously. Okay, because I don't have time for it. Seriously, if I say I don't want to talk to your ass, if I cut your ass off, goodbye. Then now this person is texting me. Stop texting me. Good Lord. Yeah, and I thought I blocked them. I actually blocked them from texting me. This is ridiculous. And it's not a client. It's not somebody that I have scheduled for a reading. It's literally somebody just harassing me, wanting to talk about this person online, wanting to dwell on it. I'm not dwelling on her. I'm not dwelling on anything that she has done. She will go to jail. Okay? She will be in federal prison if she continues to stalk and harass my family. Period. That's the end of it. I don't want to hear it no more. Okay? So, Yeah, where are my batteries? I want to refill my batteries to my tree of life. Yeah, but I commend her. And you know what? There is a lot of white women out there that are exactly like that. They're not stupid. And she even said it. She even said that black men are in my inbox because they think that I'm a dumb blonde and they think they're going to take advantage of me. You know, I don't know why any white woman would want to be the dumb blonde unless she's desperate and disenfranchised, but I wouldn't want to hang with a white woman like that. I don't even, if you're going to be my friend, you can't be dumb and desperate and blonde. I'm sorry. And you know what? My friends, I choose them very wisely. Unfortunately, a couple of my friends got pushed away from me. They were contacting her because, you know, they wanted to like literally harass the fuck out of people. And she don't have that mentality. She's not a dumb blonde, you know, that's so dumb. I just don't respect somebody doing themselves like that. And I don't like a person that's pointless. And you know, black men are the new KKK. They are. Black men are running around here so lazy and so distraught and so fucking fucked up in the head because they probably got so many drugs in their system. Okay, some of them have mental illnesses to where they think that they're already dead. Yes, ladies, some of these black men are having a mental illness to where somebody has convinced them that they're already dead. I've seen them. I've heard them. It's not just being eccentric. These people really don't feel alive. New message is received from +1 617 871 0224. They are the new KKK when they're pushing Christianity and they're sitting up here. All they're doing is waiting for the fucking world to end. That's all they're doing is waiting for the world to end. Hold on, what the hell? Christianity is a death cult. So is Jehovah's Witness. They are death cults. They create. Do you know that the same fucked up shit that Jehovah's Witnesses and Christians talk about, they actually create all of that violence? Did y'all know that? Y'all didn't even know that shit. Like, that's the secret. That's what they don't tell you. I mean, anybody from any religious sect or any religion can create issues and problems, but these people literally create 90% of the problems on the earth. And it's because they're OCD. They become trained and programmed so much that they sit around and obsess and obsess and obsess and obsess and obsess over other people's fucking spiritual beliefs. This is why people have been trying to live in peace with them. But now, look around you. Look around you. I don't think Christians realize how much they are being persecuted. And you should be getting persecuted right now. You should be. Because the same violence, the same thing that you go around handing out those papers, you create that shit. You've done it. You created it. So I don't even want to hear it. They create 90% of the crimes that happen. And I can't stand it when I see a black man walking around thumping a fucking Bible. It sickens me. It really does. It sickens me to the core of my existence. It sickens me to see you doing that. That I'm more embarrassed about that than anything. This is why a lot of people don't respect you. Because you decided to conform to that religion. Look, there go my tree of life, y'all. My hair. I ain't did none of my hair yet, y'all. There I am. It's sad though, I'm telling you. That's a sad state of affairs whenever you have that happen. I believe they are the new KKK because black people are so fucking horrible to each other. Black men are wanting to commit honor killings. They're cursed. Absolutely. Especially if you're a man do you know how, man, y'all don't know how fucked up. Y'all have no idea how fucked up religion has fucked up men. So to be honest with you, I mean, to find a man that is pagan in his belief systems and he feels like live and let live, and he's not sitting around obsessing over, and I actually talked about it last night on my channel. You know, all of these witches that are running around here, they're not real witches. Real witches don't sit around and obsess over shit for years and years. They don't do it. They don't sit around and obsess over spells. They're not sitting around obsessing over each other. You can be a telepath. You can even be a psychic. You can even be whatever. Okay, you may have those gifts, but you can't say you're a real witch if you're sitting around obsessing over what another witch could or might be doing to you. This is how you create nightmares in your own life. So, you know, and then you can't always blame everything on witchcraft. They want to blame everything on witchcraft. They want to, it's just, no, that is, and see, that's how you can tell somebody has lost their mind. But anyway, going back to what I was talking about this girl, I commend her because nobody wants a loser black man. Nobody wants a loser white man. Nobody wants that. But black men have tried to get by solely on being a loser while thinking it's cute just because a few women have accepted it. And I'm here to tell you, they gonna dispose of you if you continue to fucking be that way. And they can't get out. I'm just telling you. And y'all get mad at me. You get angry at me for telling you the truth, but they're already fucking doing it. They're already treating you like trash. So what do black men do? They in turn, this is so, I hate to say this, it's so pitiful and pathetic. Black men they're at war, supposedly. They're supposedly at war with white people and the police. Instead of black men fighting the people that they believe, and they are, some of them are, but they in turn take it out on black women. It's a sad state of affair. And then it's also, well, what are you fighting for? What are you at war for right now? What are you tripping off of? They can't tell you. It's a psychosis that they're in. I'm telling you, I've seen so many black men under the slave psychosis. It's fucking sad. It's almost like they're zombies, especially if they do any kind of dank or sherm or PCP. PCP is the worst drug you can ever do. It fucks up your mind completely and totally. It actually removes the soul from your body. And it allows other demons to come in, like badass demons. Okay, and it's sad. It really is. You know, I sit here and sometimes, man, I just break down in tears because you got to let that stuff out. The fact that I had children with a man that smokes PCP. Like, I have to sit here and just cry it out because it hurts so bad that I did that. And he hid that shit from me. He did not tell me that he was on PCP. I thought he just drank. But you know what? I shouldn't have fucking accepted the fact that he drank alcohol either. So alcohol was bad enough. The alcohol was probably worse than the PCP. I don't know which one is worse. This is something that I gotta live with the rest of my fucking life. And it hurts bad. And he actually bragged about it last year on the phone. That was when Spirit told me to get my children, because he called me and proudly told me, he said, I still smoke PCP. I still smoke wet. Called me on the phone and told me that. He might have been high at the time that he told me that. And it's just real sad, man. It really is. But anyway, I'm gonna quit crying because I should cry. You should cry for the mistakes that you've made. You should cry for your children who are suffering because of men like this. Yeah, black men do need to get their shit together. No, it has nothing to do with picking a man carefully. No, quit trying to blame me still after 15 or 16 years. Yeah, it does have something to do with that. But do you really think that I should take responsibility for his drug habit that he still has 15 years later? When are you going to stop blaming women for picking these partners? And most men are fucked up. Women have had to become lesbian. Lesbianism has become very popular. So no, And I do have standards. Yes, I do. And unfortunately, this man lied from the beginning. And he didn't look like that. I know you guys have seen videos and pictures of Frankie. Frankie didn't look like that 16 years ago. He didn't look like that 16 years ago. He looked healthy. He looks healthy and fine. Now, when you look at him, he looks like an old, tired, drunk. Okay, he looks like he's done nothing but drink and do drugs. That is what it looks like. He didn't look like that 15 or 16 years ago. And the fact that he's able to have it by drinking. See, drinking is illegal. A job, and yeah, I made a mistake. I have accepted that responsibility a long fucking time. That me and my rest to you. I asked Spirit to just take him in because he's gross. We all know who Donna Gargamel Martinez is. We know that is that fucking LA. Talking about fuck lesbians. Stop making excuses. You don't like you. We would love to throw a fucking dumpster and set the on. Did you know that? Did you know that everybody would put you in a fucking way? We would love to just fucking put you in a dumpster and set that motherfucker on fire and forget you ever existed. I hope you know that. I hope that. Serious. Can you believe that this man, after everything that I said, lesbianism is what coming from. So, and he's angry at lesbians because those lesbians, he can't have them. And he can't have me. I'm not a lesbian, LA, and you can't have me. Okay? But why are you angry at lesbians? Because they're lesbians? Because they're probably doing better in life than you? And he'll blame it on the lesbians. Even though he can't get his ass up and go to work, even though he does nothing, even though he has done nothing with his life. This is what I'm saying. Is ignorant in his 20s and 30s. He's not going to change the older that he gets. He's not going to change the older that they get. All. At fucking all. And you know what? His mother never fucking gave a shit enough to cry for him. Fucking mother. Because it shows that they're human. Actually, I think LA is a reptilian. I don't believe that dude is human. Fucking breeder. He's a breeding reptilian. That's all that he is. Frankie still don't work. Do he know he has children? You know what? And you know the problem is that what they'll do is they'll get a job, but they won't stick to it. That's why that's what happens. And especially men like Frankie, they'll quit their job. They'll lose their jobs because he's drinking too much and doing too much fucking drugs. And trust and believe, when a black man loses it all, his target is going to be a black woman that has something. He's not going to target a white woman. He's not. He's going to target a black woman that has something. This is why LA comes over to my channel talking shit, because LA is a fucking loser of mass proportion. Just a complete and total fucking loser. And he knows it. He absolutely knows it. I've talked on the phone with him before. He cannot conjure an intelligent conversation to save his fucking soul. I'm just telling you the fucking truth. It's all about trauma. It's all about tragedy. It's all about what his trolls have done to you. This is the only way he can't just come up to a woman and say, hi, how you doing? My name is Lamar. I'd like to get to know you. He can't do that. He doesn't have that skill. Okay, so this is where I'm saying it's a total fucking joke for him to, and I am telling you, prior to that, I was a little convinced that this dude knew about women prior to me ever speaking to him. But when I actually spoke on the phone with LA, I realized, number one, how ignorant he is, how retarded he is, and how he literally doesn't know anything about women. Not a real woman, and maybe a young little girl. Maybe a young little girl would go for some shit like that. And like literally shit, my daughter wouldn't go, neither one of my daughters would go for some shit like that. So that's the one thing I will say about, yeah, I think that they both have their own brand of idiocy. But I will tell you that Tommy Sotomayor, he does sort of have an intelligent point hidden deep down under many, many onions of layers of stupidity. A lot of times when Tommy is talking about black women, he's actually talking about black men. So you got to think of it that way. When you're looking at Tommy Sotomayor and he talks about ignorant black women that are just ignorant, that, you know, the same pathology of somebody like LA, you know, he's actually talking about black men. Okay. I mean, for example, my parents graduated from high school. You know, I think that one of my parents is even college educated, but there are some people that did not even make it out of fucking 6th grade. So, I mean, you know, and look, it's nothing wrong with that. I have seen people make it off of that. I'm not college educated, but I am spiritually educated. I spiritually educated myself for all these years. Yeah. So, yeah, the thing of it is with Tommy Sotomayor that's harmful about his message is that he almost talks to women as though, oh, we'll just throw your kids away. It's, you know, it seems like to me that Tommy would be the type of man that would take advantage of a child. It seems like that because it's almost like he's saying, well, you know, this child came from a broken home, so we might as well use it for sex trafficking. It seems like Tommy would be like that. I swear to God. And I'm sorry, Tommy, but a lot of black women will fucking cut your fucking throat if you come anywhere near their children. Most black women are not like what Tommy describes about their kids. That's the one thing that I don't agree with him. That is the one fucking thing I don't agree with. When you start to listen to that shit, this is when our children are truly in fucking danger, because my kids were so fucking safe before I decided to reunite them with their father. I mean, literally, I cannot wait until it's over. Reuniting my children with their father was the worst thing that I could have ever fucking done, because their lives were stable. They had a mother that was working full time. They had the things that they needed. Yes, they were going to school. This is how they tricked you. And you know what? Whoever did that, we're not going to go down that road again, because karma is coming for those people. They experimented on my children is basically what they did. Oh, let's see what happened when you take these kids back to an environment with their crackhead father. And you saw what happened. You saw the misery that it created for me and everybody else to have to sit here and deal with this shit daily. And this man, he is constantly and consistently, and I didn't think he would do it again. God help me and my children. I didn't think this man would actually be sick enough to continue to use his children to try to upset me. That's what this man has tried to do. Over and over and over again, guys. He just wants to use the children to upset me. You know, and it's a ploy and it's a tactic. But see, what a lot of people don't realize is that even though he's playing at it, This man has literally almost killed one of my daughters at the age of 5 because I got my real estate license and he got jealous. Black men are jealous of any successful black woman. You know what? And I've noticed that it doesn't even matter what station they're at. It could be a successful black man. For some reason, they have this innate nature to hate on us. And you hear this person coming in here talking about fuck lesbians. Y'all remember a few years ago, and black men hated me when I was a feminist. I might become one again, by the way. Fuck you. Okay, fuck you. You hear me? I was tearing black men up. They couldn't fucking stand me. I made this video about, I was tearing their asses up. I'm thinking about doing it again. Because we need black feminists out there. I think when I stopped being a feminist, I think that's when shit got worse, literally worldwide. So I need to become a feminist again. Okay? And just because you're a feminist publicly doesn't mean that you're manless privately. So that's where a lot of these MGTOW groups, you know, aka NAMLA, okay? MGTOW is aka NAMLA. You heard me? But there was a video that was put out there from Africa where this disgusting ass man is talking about lesbianism. And they're talking about corrective rape. And this man was so fucking disgusting that he said, yeah, lesbians should be raped. That wasn't even Divine Mommy. Actually, was those the Divine Mommy days? Actually, I had a channel. I can't think of the name of it, but I was really, really so very pissed off at men, and we should be. Exactly. And they're also pedophilic as well. I believe MGTOW is another sector of NAMLA, which is International Man and Boy Love or some shit association. So while men are literally running around here pointing out what women are doing or what they want you to believe that we're doing, because there are a lot of women that are sick like that though. They running around here with camps filled with young boys. Where do you think the young boys come from when they do these little campaigns to get them removed from good parents? They go to these little concentration camps where they get raped by older males. It's so fucking disgusting on so many levels. I swear to God, it's so fucking disgusting. They're a movement of women haters. But it was so nasty the way this African man was talking about raping lesbians. Talking about, yes, a lesbian woman should be raped. You have to rape her and rock her and let her know that she should be with a man. Disgusting. You know what? I am not and that is when I swear they did it out in the open. They began to push rape culture in the open. Disgusting black men that you wouldn't even want to sleep with. It's always the ones that are nasty and disease ridden. You know, over in Africa, those dumbass black men were over there raping newborn babies because they thought it would cure them of AIDS. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that? I'm not saying that that's a part of African culture and that's on over in Africa. So I don't care who, and then you know what a lot of black people will say? The white man went over in Africa and messed it up. See, again, that is their way of transferring the responsibility. So I think it's, it's like I said, man, it's a sad state of affairs. And you know what? They won't hide it. They won't, and they'll challenge you to kill them. They'll say, kill me then. Because they're so distraught and fucked up. And like I told them, that can be arranged. It's being arranged every single day for them. This is why they treat you like animals. Because you're acting like animals. Okay? Literally acting like animals. So a black man that is intelligent, He probably got about 15 to 20 different women chasing after him. He probably got about 15 to 20 women chasing after him, if not more. So again, black women, expand your horizons. Don't just stick with a black man, because otherwise you may be single and lonely the rest of your life. And you know what? The world is not set up for single folks. It's not. The world is not kind to single people. I mean, it used to actually be a good thing to be single. I mean, it still is. You know what I'm saying? Because you can find somebody. Okay, this is why we do love spells. We don't do love spells to bring back a demon to us over and over again, a reunion. No, you do your love spell so that you can bring love into your life. Okay, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But a lot of these loser ass reptilian like men, they want to use your energy. So there's a lot of shit going on spiritually as well as metaphysically in this world. And you got to pay attention. So that is a ploy. Like literally, I think black men are sexy. Some of them, not all of them. Some of them, you know, they're cool to hang around with. They're fun to be around. But you know what? It ain't just about having fun. It's about, can you carry a family? Can you build with me? That is what this is about. And if you are a woman that is buildable, they'll try to knock you down and make you look bad. This is something that black men have consistently done. And I'm sorry, my loser ex has nothing to do with my future. Okay, if anything, me being single has created obstacles, because a good man is going to take me back to Kansas City to pick up my daughters. And a lot of y'all are hysterical. Oh, a stepfather is just going to try to rape or molest your daughters. No. No. You can tell because he's not calling me saying, hey, let's go pick up your daughters. No, this is something that I would literally have to say to him. Hey, I need your help. So y'all need to realize that it is bad for you to do that. You need to have stability. It was wrong for me to stay single all those years, but all that happened for a reason. And it didn't happen because of some fucking dude that dogged me out in Atlanta. Okay, that wasn't it for me, because that's all that dude did was dog me out. He didn't do shit for my children. He wasn't no good for my children. Okay? Any man that's no good for my children, bounce. Bounce. Okay, I don't want you. If your mama's sitting around complaining about the fact that I got 4 children, then you can get the fuck up out my face. And that's the way every black woman should feel. And you know what? You should, cuss. Cuss while you saying it to him. Let him know that you serious. Any black man that ain't serious about the safety and well-being of your children should get the fuck out of your face. Shouldn't he? He should be ashamed to even mention your name. He should be ashamed to even discuss you with anybody. What are you bringing me up for, buddy? You ruined that shit a long ass time ago. And then actually made up lies. And it was all about the fact that the girls are so beautiful that, and maybe these women didn't want to come. Maybe they were saying, oh, these girls you're jealous of your daughters because they're competition. And my daughters were literally 12 and 13 years old at the time. So right off the bat, I knew how that situation was going to be. I don't have that ignorant mentality. So black women, do not limit yourself to just black men or brown men or melanated men. Because a lot of these, a man is a fucking man. Some of these white men are better. Okay, and you know what I noticed is that the black man has stigmatized us so much, and he's willing to make himself look bad just to stigmatize us. Because he's given up on life. So it doesn't matter to them. If it's a black man that is given up on life, he doesn't mind sharing a video on his sister's Facebook, embarrassing his daughters laying up in his own pissy drunk. He doesn't mind doing that. Why? Because he wants other people to judge you by looking at him, because that's what people tend to do. They judge the woman by default because of the behavior of the fucking man. Okay, and this is something that I just will not have. I don't sound like Crystal and Carols, and I don't even watch her. Don't compare me to somebody else. I'm just speaking the truth about some black men. I'm not saying all black men are like this, but you can go and you can find other people of other races. Why would you sit around and be alone for the rest of your life just because there's no good available black men that are available? That's what doesn't make any sense to me. So you guys can get mad at me all you want, but a lot of you black men will run around and you'll say, oh, you're going to be single the rest of your life. And it's because there's not enough good black men out there to speak of. Most of them are in prison. Most of them are on drugs. Most of them are uneducated. Most of them can't get a job. They're embarrassed. Their friends will talk about them. Oh, look at you, nigga. You work up at the Goodwill. You work up at this place. You work up at that place, because they're scared their buddies are going to laugh at them. So instead of them doing the right thing, they'd rather have street credit and go to prison. And that's what validates the black man. Fuck out of here. I don't even watch Crystal and Karis, and don't compare me to her. They should. They should. You should start being with white men if you don't have an option of being with a black man. And the reason why Crystal and Karis says that is because black men don't even want to date her. They don't really take her seriously. That's why she's saying that. They only front like they want to date her. Other than that, they're not actually taking Crystal and Karis seriously. And it is because of the color of her skin. This is why you see darker skinned black women with white men often. So yeah, she's one of the first people, but don't. Hell, as a light-skinned black woman, I wouldn't want half of these black men out here. I wouldn't want most of them. And you always a dark-skinned black man trying to torture and literally own a light-skinned black woman like a slave. Literally, that's how darker-skinned black men are. They think they own light-skinned black women. But, and you know what, for a while, I didn't even think that white men would even be interested in me until I moved to Lawrence, Kansas. It was a lot of cute white boys in Lawrence, Kansas, too. That I was dead set on getting pregnant, and I did, and I got fat. So I wasn't in dating mode, you know, but I could have went there and met a fucking sexy, fine-ass white man if I wanted to. But I got a little man over here getting my Barbie. Yeah, and you know what? Another thing, it seems like white men are not nearly, and I've met a black man just recently. Several of them that are, you know, fine with me having children, but you just never know whenever you meet their family. Their mama probably gonna have something to say about how many kids you got. But I've noticed that, you know, the white men that I have dealt with, they actually were very respectful, very fucking understanding and empathetic. The man that I had Jacob with, he was also a friend of mine. He was very empathetic. He was like, I think that you should, you know, I want to help heal your heart from what happened. And when you see that happening, when you see white men literally showing more empathy than the black man, and the black man is being fucking evil and telling you that your children are bastards, and he's on his hands and knees literally praying to white Jesus because he literally wants to suck white Jesus's dick. Please understand how fucking hurtful that is. And you know what? Yeah. So that's but yeah, like lighter skinned black women, we can date white men too. They're interested in us. But it's typically, I notice even on dating apps, it's typically a very, very dark skinned man. And it's nothing wrong with dark skinned men, but I have trust issues with dark skinned men now. I have trust issues for you. So I don't want to date a dark skinned black man. I don't. Look at how they act. And I'm just saying, You know, social media is everything. Why would I even take the chance? I've already taken the chance on a dark-skinned black man years ago, and you see what the fucking hell he's put me through the past 2 or 3 years. Not true, hun. I have 4 kids, but I ain't never had no problem finding no man. Sorry. Some women don't have that problem. I have 4 children, and I literally have no problem with finding a man at all. And you can't say that it's just because the man is perverted and wants to molest children. That's not always true. The people have been trying to say that, but that's not always true. A lot of men love women with children. So that's something that black men have said, but it's because literally they don't know how, they can't even take. Listen, a black man that is broke, that is poor, that has no education, in and out of jail, okay? Listen to what I'm saying to you. A black man that is broke, poor, disenfranchised, in and out of jail, of course he's not going to want a woman with 4 kids. He's broke. He's broke. But a man that's in love with a woman, he's in love with that woman. Men fall in love with me, hun. Sorry, I don't know about all that. Okay, but if it's a man that is about something, that isn't broke, and he's in love with me, my 4 children are not going to matter. So let's remove your comment. Are they all with the same man? I don't know. Yeah, that you rational thought, you're judging based upon somebody that was very, very ignorant and didn't like me anyway. So for the past couple of years, I've had a black woman and her son stigmatizing me with their Latino bitch, stigmatizing me and my 4 children. Well, he could have got the fuck on down the road years ago. Real talk, man. You talking about them. And it was a total waste of my fucking time. Yeah. So that's who you talking about, hun. Talking about his family will look at him sideways. Goodbye. And that don't even count. I'm gonna quit talking about that because that doesn't count. The people that you have seen me deal with in social media the past couple of years, they don't count at all to me. I'm not gonna judge the rest of my life based upon that because I never even met that person. Never even went out on one date with that person. Only talked to that person on the phone a couple of times, and when I did talk to that person on the phone, I didn't want to talk to them again. Because they had changed so much or either was hiding who their true nature was. So, guys, I hate to tell you, I know that you guys were really, really, looking forward to some kind of weird shit going on with that, but it's just not happening. I'm not interested in that situation anymore. At all. Okay? A man that is a grown man, his family can't decide who he's with. His mom doesn't control him. A good man is not going to be in and out of fucking prison with an attitude with you. Ain't that a bitch? I was willing to accept you and love you anyway, and you got a fucking record and you got the audacity to talk shit? I got you. So, I'm sorry. I am done with that shit, man. I think it would be irresponsible for a woman with 4 children to be trying to be with a man that's in prison. It's irresponsible for her to waste her love on a man like that. And I refuse to do it, especially even a man that's in hiding or a man that's acting stupid and shit. So literally all this stuff that y'all saw over the past couple of years, that shit ain't me. Don't want nothing to do with it. The situation is over. There are a lot of families that will love and accept your children, and they're not just being perverted. you know? So, yeah, and you have to really believe that you deserve better. And I think a lot of people lied to those people and told those people that I would go for that stupid shit. And I'm sorry to my kids for not walking away sooner. That doesn't mean that I wanted to move to Georgia. Just because that shit didn't work out with that dude don't mean I can't live where the fuck I want to live. I apologize to my children for not cutting that shit off sooner after the mama talked shit about my kids. Should have been done with his ass then. Okay? And maybe next time he'll learn his lesson to not let his mama just act crazy and stupid with fuck with people's kids. Here, baby. You're welcome. So yeah, that's how I feel about that situation, and I'm good. I'm good over here. I'm good with the fact that so-and-so don't want me. Good, I don't want you either. When a person does that to you, they have literally nothing to say to sit back and watch your mother or your friends torture a person for 3 years that cared about you. That's fucking disgusting. That's a disgusting individual that's weak, ain't got no fucking backbone, and should be cut out of your life immediately. If you look at any of my dating profiles, if you look at me on Facebook, this motherfucker knew I had 4 children. The fuck? You knew I had 4 children. If you look at my dating profile online, I will put on there I have 4 children. And 1 more. I love big families. This is what I put on there. And for you to go after me and then purposely try to... Y'all don't realize that that wasn't no love relationship. That was this man trying to destroy us. And he did it very covertly. It was disgusting. It was absolutely disgusting. In fact, I'm going to go over there and take down that Jamila Red account because I refuse to represent myself in that manner. When you really, really take a look at what that dude, his mama, and that other chick did, it's over. It's been over. I am talking to somebody else in real life, like not no fantasy fake ass shit. In real life. The only thing that stigmatized me was dealing with a man that had no respect. Ration without Big Mad right now. Yep, it's not multiple children. These are my children. What the fuck? Some people don't look at kids the same. Some people look at kids as... And you know what? I'm not surprised that people from the worst sex trafficking state for children would look at kids, multiple children. I don't even know what the fuck that means. The fuck does multiple children mean? Fuck out of here. A real man would have grabbed me and my children and protected us, especially from that bullshit in Kansas City. So, let it go. Let it go, hon. It was over between me and that man when he took his silly ass to prison for 10 years. Okay? So I'm tired of y'all bringing this shit up, and I'm tired of y'all. That comes from that. What the fuck you mean, multiple children? That's those people. That's those people that hate people with children. If you don't want a woman with children, then get the fuck on. She's not gonna eliminate or sacrifice any of her children for you. Exactly. Yes, I would. If a man had more than 1 child, yes, I would. But it's the way that you said it. Very robotic. Would you be with a man with multiple children? But you know what? Listen, rational thought. All of you men knew that I had children, and you decided that you were gonna stalk me, torture me, and then even try to traffic my children to CPS. You think I didn't catch that shit? You think I'll ever trust any of those people again? You think me and De Niro Red are gonna reunite and love each other after he tried to ruin my fucking children's lives? Trying to place my children in different locations and shit. I'm mad as hell about that. And trust and believe they fingers was all over that shit. They was even trying to eliminate my boys. His girlfriend. Several of his girlfriends. I want nothing to do with that man. I want nothing to do with him. Any of his fucking people. None of that shit, man. That shit was really fucked up. And the fact that these people sat up there and very, very demonically and strategically did that shit and have nothing to say, no apologies. It's something wrong with that situation. That's some backwards and backwoods bullshit. So the man that I want is not going to say like you got multiple children and so you don't even know my fucking kids. These motherfuckers did that shit. This bitch was sitting up here talking shit about my kids. This bitch didn't even know my kids. She didn't even know my kids, man. She didn't even know me. She just wanted to attack, man. Them people are very predatorial. Very, very predatorial. So no, I don't trust him. I don't trust his mama. I don't trust his bitches. I don't trust none of that shit, man. That shit is fucking over. And that is the only thing that stigmatized me. You people thought that, and this man literally fucking used me as a fucking sacrifice. Him and that fat bitch. They can both kiss my ass. The only person that I've ever seen, I have never, ever, ever had a man do that to me, ever. That would be the first time that I have ever had a man question my children and then act a fool that way and then continue to act on it. Like I literally was dumb enough to give his mother my address and she went and gave it out. You think I give a fuck about those people anymore? The address that I am at right now, his mother gave it out to people. What kind of person does that? So literally the only reason why I was stigmatized is because of this man. If I would have just not ever fucking dealt with him, I could have just quietly moved to Atlanta and not had to worry about it. Now, I don't know if my family would have did all that stalking and stuff. I don't know if they would have. I doubt it very seriously because there was a conversation that I had with him and he was sitting up here talking about, well, we going through all this with you. Hold on. You chose to go through all this struggle. You chose to make shit harder. Girl, bye. He knows what he did, and he knows that I'm done with that situation. I mean that shit, and I don't want to hear it no more. I don't want to hear nobody talking about 4 children with 4 different men, and that's what his mama kept saying about me. Man, fuck out of here and fuck out of my life. Quit worrying about me. And the only reason why Tina is still talking about me is because De Niro's still talking about me. De Niro needs to get me out of his mind. He done fucked up years ago. Then try to take advantage, try to take my kindness for weakness and all that shit. No, thank you, buddy. I'll pass. I'll pass on your bullshit. I'll pass on your bullshit. And De Niro has nothing to do with my life. Like literally they were trying to make it seem like, oh, well then you need to go back to Kansas. Oh, get the fuck out of here. He needs to let go. Tina needs to let go. They need to let go. I'll never be with him after he did me that way for years and years, and then had the fucking audacity to disappear again, and then start talking to this fat bitch again. Boy, bye. So, the stigmatization that was done because of the weak-minded nature of this fucking man and his mama. So, I don't give a fuck what y'all say, and that's just the end of it, man. Y'all need to let all this shit go. I'm not trying to date De Niro Red anymore. I'm not trying to date any of these silly ass men on YouTube. Because all of them are literally just looking for attention. That's literally what De Niro Red used me for, is fucking attention. And that's what his fat bitch keeps using me for. So we're done with all of that. I don't contend with men that leave me for several years and, oh, is he gonna come back? Oh, I hope he comes back. No, I hope he don't come back to me. I don't want shit to do with that. You left me for dead. You didn't give a fuck about what happened to me. You didn't give a fuck about what happened to my children. And then your mama and your girlfriend kept calling CPS and filing false reports against me. Look, if he ever did like me, his mama and Tina fucked that all the way up for him. I could never ever trust him again. Nobody just sits there and does. It's almost like they saw the children as little pawns, like they weren't even human. My daughters don't like De Niro Red. They didn't like his mama. They didn't like the way that she was treating, like their whole lives. Like all of a sudden we were being trolled left and right. We didn't know where none of that shit came from. My children were being harassed in social media. We didn't know where none of that shit came from. Man, we don't want nothing to do with that shit no more. And in like the past fucking years, and that's why I'm just like, well, Tina, why are you still talking about me? We ain't got shit to talk about. And no, I'm not arguing with her over no De Niro Red. I'm done with that shit. Only thing I'm concerned about is my children and bringing my family together that they helped rip a fucking part. If he would have acted like a fucking decent man instead of a fucking little pansy ass little boy. And he could have just not said anything at all. When I got here, if he didn't want me or didn't want to be with me, he should have just shut the fuck up, him and his mama. And that's the fucking reality of it. I'll talk to y'all later, though. Namaste.